What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Questley episode 3. So we ended off last episode with the question, do we unlock the wildy because there's no quest in there to allow us to do what lies below way easier? And since the poll looks like this, I'm making the executive decision of yes, we are going to allow that. So we have the wildy completely unlocked. All right, we have the entire wildy unlocked and at our disposal. So the only thing we're going to be doing here is doing Into the Abyss so that we can get our runecrafting levels. Now, at the end of last episode, we have 3 quests left. We have Priest in Peril, we have a Soul's Bane, and then because we can do it, we have What Lies Below. We've got a bit of training to do, at least for What Lies Below and a Soul's Bane, possibly more. We'll see. So the bad news is we can't actually do Into the Abyss. I completely forgot about this. You need to enter the rune mines from 3 different locations, and we only have 2 of them currently. So, generally the third one people do is Artie, but we're not going to have Artie for a bit. So, what lies below? We need 9 rune crafting. We got our first of many that we're going to need for this series at this point. So, our first rune crafting XP. Now we need 30 more random events, roughly, for 30 more XP random events to get us up to level 5 so we can start training rune crafting. Until then, you've got to get 35 rune crafting. I'm just going to mine a bunch of rune essence and hope that the game is nice to me. To do a bunch of rune crafting training anyway for What Lies Below, I figured when I'm trying to get my random events to get my rune crafting level up, I would do some mining of rune essence. We've been here for a little while, and I think we've got about 800 rune essence in the bank. Honestly, I have no idea how many I'm going to need. I'm going to need 50 for Priest in Peril, and I'm going to need... I couldn't even guess how many I'm going to need to get up to 35 rune crafting. But we've gotten up to 20 mining just from rune essence alone. All right, we got a bird nest from cutting trees, and it is a beginner bird nest, which means we might actually, there's 7 wood cutting, be able to do it. Let's get that out, and let's hope for a step. Okay, we're gonna be heading to Reldo, and there's a couple of different points that that we can do for a Reldo step, so I'm excited. All right, we've got our orb. Let's see where it is. There's one of these we can actually go to, and it's not that one, so that's a bummer. Where is it? Northeast. Oh wait, that's in the Alcred mine though, right? Yeah, that's so close, but fortunately, we're dropping first beginner clue we've gotten. We've got ourselves another beginner clue nest. Let's see if it is something we can do. Oh, I feel like a lot of Charlie the Tramp stuff we won't be able to do, but on the off chance we can, let's go have a chat. I think that's rod fishing. Yeah. And, like we had with Gertrude's cat, we don't have the access to a fishing rod. So, this is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. And I'm just doing it for something AFK to get more random events. But there's 10 fletching, so now we can make longbows, which hopefully will get us a little more XP, because we need to get to 20 fletching before we can start doing oak, which is what I want to do, because it's much more AFK. I don't have to run around and continually cut all of the trees like normal. All right, here's a third try at our beginner clue. We've got another one, another nest. We're going back to Charlie. Charlie, please. Please be good to us this time. Don't break my heart again. Oh, this is the same thing. Still can't get it for you. I just recorded a clip without actually recording. As an indicator of how long we've been here, we are now at 30 woodcutting, and we are still only at 17 fletching, and we need to be at 20 for oak shortbows. So, we're gonna be here for a couple more levels. I wish I could just move on to willows. It kind of feels like it'd be more worth it, but we gotta level out our skills. So, we have finally made it past normal trees. Once we finish this inventory, we are going to be able to make oak shortbows. which means our next plan of action is to, one, sell off all of the unstrung bows we've made just for a little bit of extra money. I don't know how much they're going to go for. I think the change from normal to oak is pretty heavy, if I remember correctly. All right, let's check the price at the general store. I'm not going to world hop. I'm not all that concerned about these things, but 24 coins a piece and 9 coins a piece. So if we sell 10, oh, that goes down to 6. Actually, that's heavy. Maybe I will world hop. All right, give me a minute. All right, we've got our steel axe. We're selling off the last longbows, just about 6K. Post steel axe, which is not bad. And now we're gonna do some oak tree chopping. I don't know where the best place is. Maybe there, so I can go back and forth between the two. Maybe back here, but yeah, time to get to work on some oak trees and hopefully some XP random events. Now that we're on oak trees, I actually get real bird's nests and seeds, and the first seed I pull is a U seed. I'll be using that for a while. We have gotten to 30 fire making, which allows us to burn willow logs when we eventually want to, but it means we can start doing some fletching again. Still haven't gotten any randoms. We have another Charlie the Tramp step. What are the odds we get a third cooked pike? All right, Charlie, will you give me an item that I can actually give you back? Please. That we can do. That we can go buy. I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I think we can just pick one up from over here. I think there's one over in this house over here. Yep, there it is. Charlie, if you just wanted to walk over here, you'd come get one yourself. Will it be a one-stepper? A one-step beginner clue? It could be. It very well could be. Come on, Charlie. Oh, no. What are we getting? We can do that one too. I just gotta get a spade. We might have the first beginner casket of our account. The first clue casket of our account right here. We don't. It's a 3-step beginner. He's going to ask for a cooked pike. This is just going to come full circle, and he's going to want a cooked pike. Charlie, please. Please, Charlie, please. We have the mining level for that, thanks to all our rune essence mining, so we will actually be able to finish this. Okay, Charlie, give me a nice juicy casket here. Our first clue on the account. I don't know if any of that's good. Does this give mage bonus? It does, so that's actually really good. And then steel battle axe, we already have a better. I guess we're using a steel longsword or a steel short sword, so it could not be that bad. And then leather chaps, we don't have any ranged bottoms, so all in all, actually, all 3 useful items. We'll probably actually sell the battle axe, but the other two are not bad. I am half an inventory through the next inventory, and we have another beginner clue nest. These clue nests are kind of insanely frequent. I feel like it's been about every inventory to every other inventory that I've been getting I should say a nest, not a clue nest, but a nest of sorts. I've gotten 4 or 5 seed nests already. This is the second clue nest. Let's just pick it up and see if we can do it right now. We can. It's the wizard's tower. So after this inventory, I guess we'll be grabbing a spade and going down there. And then I could pick up more chronicle cards, which is good because we only have 1 left. So Charlie the Tramp has the opportunity to ruin another beginner clue. We can't. I just want to keep you all up to date. We're just woodcutting, fletching, doing clue scrolls as we get them. I need 6 more fletching levels before we can move on to willows. And I have not seen another random, which you would have just heard, but it's been a day for me, at least, since I last played. I don't know if, like, they turned off randoms because of forestry or what's going on here, but I might find a different method because I'm literally just not getting random events. So we might explore a different skill. I don't really know what that skill would be. Fishing, cooking, maybe. We could use a little boost on that. mining, smithing. We have options. Just I thought this was gonna be easy because it was gonna make some money too. Like it's not a ton of money, but I'm selling the stuff I fletch to the general store, getting some GP. So I thought it would be good for a while, but I don't know. I'm just here for some fishing XP. Let's see how much we get. 650 up to 14 fishing. I think that was a couple levels, and we're basically at 15. We have finally done it. After way too long, we have got 35 fletching, which means we can now move on to fletch some willow short bows, and I don't know, just make this a little more profitable for us. There's not really much else going on there, but more AFK, chopping willows, better XP, and more money. All right, I was starting to tire out on the grinding for random events thing that we were doing, and it's not going well so far. We've gotten two genies, and that's been it, and we need to get to level 5. So we've got a ways away. But we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna do Priest and Peril. We've got at this point 3 quests left. I figure we'll take a little bit of a break and knock out one of our 3. We're gonna get all 3 done this episode. I just don't know when this episode is going to come out because I don't know when we'll finally have enough XP lamps to get to 5 rune crafting. I haven't been able to think of any way to get this rune crafting XP. You can't use the lamps because you have to be at least level 10. Yeah, it's can't do as I said before, we can't do Into the Abyss. So we can't do Abyss rune crafting, and we can't get the XP from Into the Abyss. And there's not really any other way to do rune crafting. We've come to see if Drezel's okay, and Drezel wants us to kill this temple dog. So we're gonna go down here and see if we can kill it. I'm not sure, quite frankly. We'll find out. There we go. A little prayer flicking plus flinching, because I just couldn't even bother just to flinch. Make our lives a little easier. Killed the dog, and it might have been a bad thing. Alright, I'm not too sure how this is gonna go. We have to kill a level 30 Monk of Zamorak. Apparently it can be safe spotted on the pew. Alright, that's easy. As long as we can actually kill it. We've got 450 casts, so it should be fine. There's 10 magic. Surely we'll hit it again soon. Surely. Alright, we're trying this again. It's going wonderfully. Is that it? There we go. Golden key is obtained. So Drezel has been imprisoned by these Zamorakian wizards, and they are trying to unbless the River Salve, which separates Moritania and the evils within, and Misthalin, our home. So we have to keep it safe. I absolutely, Drezel, do not know what runestones are. Those are mysterious and magical to me. I couldn't even imagine. We have helped cleanse the river to keep the vampires out of Misthalin. And with that, we've completed Priest in Peril. We got the Wolfbane Dagger, which we won't be using for a little while because we are not going to unlock Moritania for a while. Past this Holy Barrier, no go. But, one quest point, 1406 prayer XP, which should get us a level. We're up to 17 prayer now. And more importantly, we are down to 2 quests left in Misthalin. The next stop in our adventure to our eventual runecrafting grind for what lies below is going to be killing a bunch of wizards, because they are the only one to drop this, the water talisman. Only thing in the area to drop the water talisman. So this will be a good time for some range training, I suppose. Hopefully they don't do too much damage because I have good magic bonus. with what I can have, and we can get some range levels and a water talisman, hopefully not too long. All right, Dark Wizards also drop a water talisman, just way rarer, but they might be a little more speed for our range level until we get up, I don't know, maybe 5 range-ish, then we can go back to the wizards. I got this for one thing and one thing only, maybe not one thing, but the Myth Scimitar is what we want. A steel plate body is what we get. That is not good, because I already bought a black plate body, so that's actually disappointing. We got the wrong talisman. We got a fire talisman. We do have 5 range, so I might just end up going to get a oak short bow. I grossly underestimated just how quickly you lose arrows when you're ranging at early levels. But there's 10 range, and I think 10 range is where I'm going to be okay going and trying to kill the normal wizards to the wizard's tower again. We're going to have about 100, 110, 115 arrows to play with. I'm just going to bring an inventory shrimp because, man, we are lacking on good food sources without having a rod. So we're going to do that, and we're going to go try and get to this water talisman. We got ourselves the water talisman. Honestly, I think maybe 5 kills in. 7 kills in. We got ourselves the water talisman. So we are done there. I think we have 100 iron arrows left, 11 range. Honestly, not too bad. We have yet another demographic of Misthalin to slaughter for more rune crafting prep, which we will be doing in a second. I just want to get some more food first. I don't think we'll really need it, but I'm just better safe than sorry. Through all of this fighting and training and whatnot, and this really being our only easy source of food, 25 fishing. Here are our newest victims. Men have a 1 in 64 drop rate of earth talismans, which we're going to want. So I shouldn't need food for this, but we'll see. I'll slaughter some and just see how it goes. We need the training anyway for a Soul's Bane, honestly, so we'll be here for a bit. We have earned ourselves our earth talisman. 30 kills in. Not too shabby, and we are done training. We only got 2 strength levels, 3 strength levels, so we might need to train outside of this for Soul's Bane. I'm not sure. I figured it was about time to get some free XP. 1,000 Hunter and 1,000 Slayer XP coming our way. Now, the Hunter still doesn't matter. Copper Longtails aren't in Misthalin, and neither are the Kebits that we could get. So they're kind of useless levels, but we'll use them eventually, maybe. We are just mining away. I did some calculations. 5 to 35 rune crafting at water and then earth runes. Probably going to need about 3,000 rune essence. So we need to get 42 mining for what lies below anyway. We're going to mine 3,000 rune essence, and then we'll go from there. I've already seen one random. Hopefully that's a good sign, because we still just haven't made any movement on runecrafting XP. As you can see by this beautiful new shade of essence in our inventory, we have hit 30 mining, which means now we're on to pure essence, not just rune essence. And just another little milestone level here. We're going to have 45 fire making, which just means we can burn maple logs whenever we get over there. All right, I've made the decision. We are making one of the E words. We're making an exception. I have done a bunch of AFK skilling. We've got our 3,000 rune essence. We've got 48 wood cutting, 45 fire making, 35 fletching, 31 mining, 26 fishing, 24 cooking. You know, we've done a decent bit. We have over a day of playtime accumulated, a day and 6 hours, and we have 20 runecrafting XP. So I'm making an exception to go to Artie to finish Into the Abyss. That way we can do some runecrafting, because otherwise this series just isn't going to go anywhere for weeks, months. It doesn't seem like a lot of fun. So we're going to have maybe like a minute of exception time, I think, somewhere around there. And hopefully that'll be the only one we have to make. I really don't have any others in mind. I think everything else we should be able to do. We just really got locked out by what lies below. But I want to finish the quest before we leave this area. So without further ado, Enter the Abyss. I keep calling it Into the Abyss. It's Enter the Abyss. Here we go. All right. And for Enter the Abyss, the Zamorakian wizards were creating runes from runecrafting at a very high rate compared to the Cerdominus, but when we found the rune essence, all of a sudden the playing field was level and the Zamorakian order is upset. So they want to use the coordinates. They gave us a scrying orb. We're going to go there from 3 different locations. They're going to reverse engineer something to figure out where the rune essence mines are, how to get there, and what magic they're using. And we just want to use the Abyss. Actually, we don't even want to use the Abyss, but we just want to get the XP, really. All right, here comes our exception time. Here we go. Hopefully I don't get killed while we're trying to do this. We're in the clear, and we go. And we're done. We are clean. No more exception. It felt gross, but we're good. And that should be part 2. And now we just go to Wizard's Tower. Surely giving the Zamorakian mages this information will have no ill side effects. That will not at all come back to haunt us in the future. No way. And there we go. 9 rune crafting from the 1000 XP from Enter the Abyss. We are no longer locked behind random events for the rest of our days. I don't think the Abyssal book does anything when you read it, but we did get our small pouch. And now we have some rune crafting ahead of us. We're getting through these rune crafting levels. Here is 20 rune crafting. We're just doing earth runes because we don't have a way to teleport out of the Abyss back to Edgeville. And we don't want to pop out at fire runes in the desert or something like that. So we're just doing earth runes all the way to 35. The only other one that would be available in our region at all, at 35, we can do chaos runes. Probably, I mean, at 35, we're going to have another region unlocked, so it wouldn't really matter. All right, and here we have 30 rune crafting. We have 5 levels left to go. We have made a decent chunk of earth runes. We're at double earth runes at this point. I think we have at least 2,000, if not 3,000 in the bank now. We've got 5 more levels to go of earth runes, so we'll have more than enough for what we'll need for a while. We are going to take a little bit of a break. What Lies Below also requires 42 mining. So I'm going to go get that probably between iron and coal. Because once we unlock, if we do end up unlocking Faldor as the next region, then we can do Night Sword, and Night Sword puts you up to 28 smithing. So that'll probably be the plan, and then we'll come back and finish rune crafting after that. And then we still have a bit of melee training to do because we got the talismans kind of early. We do need to get some levels for both What Lies Below and a Soulsbane. Here's 39 mining all on coal. So now we have to get up to 42 mining for What Lies Below, and we're going to do that on iron just so that we can have a nice supply of smithing supplies post Night Sword if we unlock Faldor in the next region, which is looking very likely. And here we are with 42 mining. That is officially the level we need for What Lies Below. I'm going to finish up this inventory of iron, and then we got to go back to wrap up our last 5 levels of Earth Runecraft. And here we go with 35 runecrafting. Gives us access to Chaos Runes, gives us access to What Lies Below. So I think now the only housekeeping before we do the last 2 quests is we do need some levels. So we're going to do a little bit of combat training. We've been doing little bits of training everywhere. There is 19 hit points. And right here should be 20 strength. And now we move on to defense. We're at 23 combat now. I don't know if 10 to 20 defense is going to get us to 30 combat, which is the recommended for the quests, but I think we'll be fine. This is our 3rd step for a beginner clue we got while training. So it should be our casket. Let's see what we get. All right, there we have 21 hit points. Nothing substantial, consequential about that, but it's just the last hit points level we're going to get before we hit our defense goal, which you should see shortly, and then start taking on the last quest. And there we have 20 defense. That is going to be, in 26 combat, that's going to be our last level before we take on. Next up is going to be a Soul's Bane, and then just what lies below after that. I just want to finish getting my sweet loot from this hill giant. So we are all geared up for our next quest, which is going to be a Soul's Bane. A couple of things. We had to get a little unique to get the items that we needed. So we need a rope. We went to Ned in Draenor and bought that for 18 coins. And then something I've never done before, an anti-poison is recommended here. So we brought 5 GP and a limpert root and a cadaver berry to the apothecary in Varrock, and he just gives you a full anti-poison. So never done either one of those things, but here we are. All right, so Lana's son has gone missing, and she saw Tolno run in this direction, so she thinks he might be down there. He has been missing for 25 years, and this is where she thinks he is. After 25 years, a couple days ago, she finally sent her husband out this way. So down we go. All right, these things are high level, so we have to see how well we're going to do against them. I just don't want to die. Is there something? No, it's level 45. Okay. I should make sure there's nothing weaker we could be fighting. There's actually the weakest at level 40. I'm flinching in a Soul's Bane. This is what my life has come to. There we go. What a little chump. What a little chump. Hey, we got 23 attack off that. Oh. No, 45. And they will kick my ass. Got it. Back to flinching. I don't know how long that took, but that took so long flinching those. I didn't think this was going to be this bad, but here we are. You just fall. Oh, goodbye. 17 magic. 22 HP and 27 combat. 20 magic, and thank God we managed to keep aggro of this. We've done it. We beat this room, and we've got the bridge. I'm gonna have to go collect more food before we do this last fight, because this is all the food in my bank, minus a couple of shrimp. So, uh-oh. Look at this hero splashing down here. What a weird spot to be splashing. Spiked manacles. Look at those feet. Look at those feet. All right, Charlie, be nice to me. Please be nice to me. Rest in peace, beginner clue. All right, well, let's go finish this quest. Oh, 2 coins. That is a bargain. There we go. Now we're looking like a real wizard. Now we're ready to go finish this quest. I don't want to jinx it, but these aren't actually hitting me, so feeling kind of good. Feeling this might be doable. Now, if I could be hitting... Yeah, look, I said something. I opened my big, stupid mouth. If my mage attacks wanted to hit a little better, I would not complain. There's 22. Maybe that'll give us the damage we need. Look at how old Tolna is. It doesn't look like he came down here to look for civilization. It looks like he got sucked down here. He fell through a hole and then he was trapped. But he found the remnant of an ancient civilization that stories talked about. People used to worship a god there years ago in numbers far greater than a simple cult following. There's little to nothing else remaining though. And it's a little training zone now. 500 coins, 500 defense, 500 hit points XP. It's going to get us to 24 hit points and 21 defense with 28 combat. And that's going to help us out going into our next quest. And last up for our quests in Misthalin, we've got What Lies Below. All right, so Rat Burgess was mauled and attacked by outlaws, and we need to get 5 whole pages back from the outlaws. They're level 32, so we should not have too big of a problem with them, but we got to kill a bunch of them. Why is XP nerfed against these guys? How bizarre. All right, what does this say? Something suffers the... I can't tell. All right, so it looks like this says, Surok Magus, your actions are being watched. We know what you are trying to do in the VPSG, Varrock Palace Secret Guard. We'll stop you. Do not attempt to leave the palace or you will be arrested on sight. We will not hesitate to kill you if you disobey King Rold's orders. Rat Burgess. So I did make another little oopsie because if we didn't unlock the wilderness, we couldn't do this quest anyway because we have no way to get a Chaos Talisman. So technically we wouldn't have to do this quest by rules of the quest, by rules of the series rather. But you know what? This way is a little more fun. Minus the fact that we could die to leeches, abyssal leeches, so we'll see. All right, y'all, this is the thing I'm the most afraid of, actually. This dying to the things in the abyss. Because I don't know how quickly or unquickly I'm going to be able to get past some of these traps. So I'm really not thrilled about this. That's what I'm afraid of, getting stacked out. Yeah, those eights are the bad things. Good lord. That was almost a hardcore status right there. Look at that. Each attempt has a level +1% chance of success. So, this is not too bad of an idea. That's 43%. This is 46%. But if we can just find the one that you can't fail, then that is best. We're looking for a passage, we're looking for a boil, we're looking for the mining rocks. Passage, boil, mining rocks, but ideally the passage. Oh, that's the agility one. Okay, relax. Come on. This has got to be so unlucky. What is going on? There we go. Good lord. Hopefully we're not just going to get stacked out when we get through here, right? That's not how that works? Okay. Good, good, good. Now, we need to find the chaos one. Actually, it's up here. Thank you, Rune Light. There's our infused wand. Where did these go? I'm really curious. I've never taken the time to like go up these. Oh. Huh. Why does he want... Is he just bragging? Why would he want Rat Burgess to know that? is my question. All right. So apparently there's a little Easter egg here. So we seem to, in Misthalin, do a really good job of listening to the bad guys and doing what they want, and then being like, oopsie, sorry, between Priest and Peril killing the dog, and now giving Zaf the ability to mind control the king. We are really just out to make the king look as bad as possible. We're part of the VSPG, baby. We were inducted. That's fine. Does the ring give any bonuses? It does. Do that. It's our first ring. Love that. And it's actually, is it a +2 magic? A +2 magic ring. We take that. Look at this man in his Dagon high ropes. Those are millions of GP. We just PK him right here. Wow. All right, Sirach, relax. Is he going to be safe spottable is the big question here. I don't think so. I don't want to have to make more food. I probably should have gotten some prayer here, but oh well. There we go. That's what we needed. Sword, we need more. We need more of that. Beautiful. How's that? Beautiful. We're having a mage off right now. Get wrecked. Yeah, get wrecked, Sirach. So you're just gonna say that anytime I get here now. Interesting. Now I gotta go back to Rat? He asked how it went and Zaf already told him. Why'd you even bother asking? Alright, so we've hit 8k runecrafting XP, which is massive, and then 2,000 defense XP, and we get to keep our ring. That's going to put us at 38 runecrafting and 24 defense and 29 combat. We have now finished every quest available in the region of Misthalin. Next up, next episode, we are going to choose our next area. I have a good idea of what I want to do, but you can leave your comments down below. If there's overwhelming evidence of where we should go to a different region, we can do that. I kind of, just to make it feel a little better of continuity in the series, the region we go to should be connected to Misthalin, which really gives us Asgarnia, the desert, and Mauritania. Just because, I mean, we could go to like Kandun or something, but we'd have to go through. Actually, I guess technically we wouldn't have to go through Asgarnia because we could use the wilderness lever over here. So, with that being said, Kandun is also on the board. The rest of them we really can't get to without getting through any other area. So I have my ideas. I think I know where we're going to go, but there's a lot of voices that want me to go somewhere else. can explore those. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Comment down below letting me know any other changes you want to see made to the series, any ideas, and most importantly, where we should end up. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here. There will be more of this and other RuneScape content as well. And until next time, I'll see everyone later.